Divorced twice by 30. By 30.
I wasn't happy.
By 30. Is it a modern woman problem? You can say it's an everyone problem. Because if she's getting divorced by 30, who is she divorcing?
Dirty, musty, crusty men.
Men. Men, obviously. Well, in her case, she's divorcing men. So some would say it's a problem with the men, or it's the men. Typical men making women get divorced twice.
He was cheating on me.
Damn, by 30. But let's listen to her story and find out why. At 30, this woman got divorced twice. Because you could say it's men, but she is the common denominator, isn't she? And we are going in raw, because I have not watched it. That 2024 WAP.
I decided to get divorced for my second time at age 30. I went kicking and screaming.
Damn.
Actually, I went over to my girlfriend's house to complain for the 100th time about the things my husband was doing that I didn't like.
Kicking and screaming.
And what was he doing that you didn't like? Was he not being attentive, caring, loving, supportive?
I only want to take care of you.
Not helping with the housework? Leaving the toilet seat up? Oh my God.
Fucking men!
What a monster of a man.
And she so boldly said to me, maybe it's you.
Damn.
And I was like, excuse me?
I like your friend.
Excuse me?
I like your friend.
Maybe it's you.
She told you to your face. Yeah, you could be the problem woman. It could be you.
Maybe it's you.
It could be you.
You.
Yes, you are the problem.
Blaming men. You could be the reason. Let's find out why.
I'm sure that it's him. But she got into my head and I thought, well, maybe I should go to a therapist. And the therapist can say that it's him.
What?
Really?
Always the man's fault.
And the therapist can say that it's him.
Really? You didn't want the therapist to give you the actual truth. You just wanted the therapist to blame him. And women wonder why some men don't like therapy.
So we went to this man, Lewis Quimby. Lewis Quimby was 73. He had been in practice for over 30 years. And when I tell you he was scary, I mean he was fucking terrifying.
Do I frighten you?
That's sort of rude to the elderly.
Terrifying?
Are you saying he was terrifying because he was 73 years old?
In this session, we got to the root of a few things. One, my husband at the time, zero interest in changing. Me, totally codependent and only willing to change if he was. Except then Lewis got in my head. At the end of the session, he invites us to his group therapy session.
Hey, group session.
Bust that thing open.
Spicy.
Frisky.
And my husband immediately says no. He looks at me and says, well, you can come. You can go alone.
Stalk him and destroy him.
On the drive home from that therapy session, when I tell you everything was blurry as fuck, I was crying, my head was on the window, I was in such victim mode. Like, who is going to save me from this? Somehow, some way, within a few days, I decided that I was going to go to group therapy alone. And that is what I did. For 6 months, every Wednesday at 5:30, I went to group therapy with Lewis Quimby and 6 other people where he drilled into me things like, you need to make agreements in your relationships.
Okay, so far she's willing to work on it. We can see she's willing to work on it. Going to therapy, group sessions even.
Damn, that's nasty.
Where he drilled into me.
Hey, those frisky weekly 5:30 meetups, hey. But seriously, so we can see she's trying. She's at least making an attempt to fix what's going on between them. However, this is her husband. Was he always like this to begin with? Or did he start doing this?
Why?
A lot of women are starting to say, and I've noticed it, they've started saying women do not know better because subconsciously they uphold the patriarchy.
No! I can fix it!
Almost like they're saying that, of course, a lot of women will let men get away with a lot of things because we know no better. We've just been manipulated to such a level that, you know, we're just willing to let it happen.
If he wanted to, he would.
You know, as women.
Bullshit.
Okay, all right.
Here are the 5 categories: sex, power, money, words, and feelings. If you do not have agreements in those places, you are going with the person who has the strongest opinion.
Okay.
You need to understand how you got your needs met. When he asked me the question, how did you learn to get your needs met? It took me 2 months to answer. When he asked me the question, what are your requirements in a relationship? It took me 3 months to answer.
Wow.
But within 6 months, I firmly decided I will be getting a divorce. 4 years, I was single after that, practicing my requirements while dating. to the point where I would have him in the door and out the door within a week.
She's a freak.
On a rotation. Seriously. Okay, so let's address the point of those 5 things that you may have in common
Sex, power, money, words, and feelings.
or you agree with in a relationship. If before by herself she never questioned certain things, that may mean these things could have been red flags, which she ignored. She then later decided he should be more than who he is, more than who he showed her he is. So because of that, she went to therapy. To get therapy to prove what? That her husband was who he showed her he was from the beginning. This is who he always was. Her discernment was off.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Now she's being somewhat accountable because she's saying her discernment was off.
Maybe it's you.
However, her friend did say it's a you problem. So the point is, there's only so much you can blame men when you're picking men based on your own superficial, thoughts and feelings, ideas, potential.
I'm done. Cut the show.
I'm just saying.
It made me so strong and so ready to actually have a marriage. Now I've been married for 10 years. I'm obsessed with him.
So 3rd time's a charm. Okay. We don't know what happened to her previous ex-husbands. We don't know how much money she got from her previous ex-husbands. The point is, women that divorce often, they do it for a reason. Yeah? Have a nice day.
Maybe it's you.